Yeah, man. Alright, first want to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. A citation to all the elect out there, man. Here with some brothers from the GMS London camp. Yeah, man, just want to quickly go into something. The reason why you can't really see much light is because we've had to fucking sandwich ourselves into a car because Esau's got his little minions out paroling and basically squeezing us into this place, and we can't just be free and just, you know, go out and make a video like we wanted to before, and it's kind of, you know, so we just want to get into it, man. I came across this article on Sputnik News dated 28th of April 2016. Okay, so I'm just going to get straight into it. On Tuesday, the White House released a statement announcing an unprecedented military aid package for Israel. The statement called the expenditure the single largest pledge of military assistance to any country in US history. Right, so that's the biggest pledge in history. Babylon's made history right now by pledging that it's going to give this military aid to its power base in the Middle East, right? And as the brother's going to get the scripture, right, everything's popping off in the Middle East right now. We're coming to that time where judgment's going to be laid down, and that's why the apostles said they're going to call might call next year the year of the judgment, man. You know, that's why this is the year to push, because we're coming into that time of judgment. It's not just about you know, declaring it on the streets anymore. Soon this thing's going to become you know, real, man. It's real anyway, but it's going to become physical. It's gonna, okay. Hey, brother, want to get that scripture?
Yeah. This is Joel, chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's it, man. The valley of Jehoshaphat, man. That's down in the Middle East, man. All the different nations: Iran, Iraq, Syria, Libya. Okay, Israel, right? All of these countries, man, they're in a constant turmoil, constant conflict right now because they're being used as a proxy war by the two giants, Russia and America, man.
When you look up the word Jehoshaphat, it's from the Hebrew Yahweh Shaphat,
That's right.
i.e. The value of the Most High's judgment.
Mm-hmm. You know? That's it, man. That's where the judgment's going to go down, and it's going to start spreading out all over the place, man. You know, Babylon's going to be destroyed. America's going to be destroyed, man.
That's right.
Okay, that's one of the main prophecies that we're waiting to be fulfilled. Us men, you know, Lord willing, we're hoping that we're the elect, man, and we're going to be saved out of it, you know. So we've been out here warning you guys, but you know what? That time's coming very soon, right? This news is coming out very soon, man, because the scriptures say watch and pray, man, and we've been praying for this for a long time, man, and now we're watching and we're seeing the fruits, man. Okay, the Most High's moving this thing quick. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna scroll down a little bit, right to the point, right. In light of Israel's dramatically rising defense challenges, right? Why is that? Because they feel under threat because Russia's pumping in them S-300s and the S-400s into the Middle East, man. Okay, we stand ready to support a substantially enhanced new long-term agreement to help provide Israel the resources it requires to defend itself and to preserve its qualitative military edge, right? So, Israel's trying to keep that quality, that military edge over its enemies, man. And it's only a matter of time before they start shelling the countries around them, man. Before, you know, Netanyahu fucking loses it, right? And he feels threatened, and he's gonna start ordering for the military to start making moves. Okay. Unless the new Bob's got any scriptures, I'm gonna bring this one out. No.
If I'm not mistaken, man, you know, you also had the incident with the apparent incident anyway with the Russians shooting at a Israeli jet, man. You know, because apparently Israel's trying to get in on the game in Syria as well. Apparently, Israel's trying to basically shoot, supporting the anti-Assad forces over there in Syria. You know, and you can expect Netanyahu to do something dumb, which will fulfill one of the scriptures.
Surely
I know.
The least of them shall
One of the brothers,
man. That's it.
draw them out.
Right, I'll get that scripture the brother quoted. It's Jeremiah 50:46. Therefore he, the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh, that he have taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
That's right, man.
And that's what the brother just quoted, man. Pretty much like the least of the flock, man. That's pertaining to Israel right now, man. You know, with all them fucking gutter rats over there, the Edomite line ruling over there, man. Okay, and you know what? It's just a matter of time. before they start doing make a mistake, feel the pressure, feel their defenses are being jacked up, and they're gonna go and attack and make a big mistake. Okay, and then what's Russia gonna do when they go in and attack Iran? What's Russia gonna do, man? It's gonna back up one of its vessels, like
It can't.
Right.
Another article, so it's like to cut you off, that I came across a while back before when Russia said it was gonna basically send the S-300s over to Iran. One of the things them Israelis said, they said they were gonna attack the shipment, man. They said they were actually gonna attack the shipment.
because they don't want their so-called enemies in the Middle East being armed up, man. Because they had that dome defense system, right? And now they're starting to think. Obviously, what their military's actually looked it up, and they thought, you know what, this defense system isn't enough anymore, right? Because it's enough for them to have the Palestinians over there, them Arabs throwing rocks at them and shit, right? Okay, but it's not enough to defend against what Iran's got, man. It's not enough to defend against uranium and plutonium.
Which explains why the scripture says, "Let the weak say that I'm strong, man."
I got it.
You know? Oh, you got it.
Joel 3:9. It
That's the
says,
spirit, man.
Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
And that's exactly what's taking place right now, man. You know, these countries, man, that didn't actually have those things back then, they have them back now, and they are prepared to fight, man. They are prepared to fight.
That's right. You look at like North Korea, for example.
Yeah.
All of these the so-called weaker nations, they're going from the defensive stance into the offensive now, man. That's why the weak are now saying that they're strong. Look, you got India. What are they? They're receiving S-400s from Russia now.
Yeah, S-400s.
All right, they're considered a weaker nation, but now they're getting S-400s, man. And these machines, they're capable of defending against any type of airstrikes, man.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're, obviously not against the ICBMs.
Just.
Just barely, but really and truly, man, the weak are saying I'm strong, and that's a part of prophecy, man.
That's it, man. I got a scripture on that, man. This is Ezekiel 38:7. Be thou prepared, and this is talking about Russia, okay? Ezekiel 38, right? Ezekiel 38 is talking about Gog and right? It's talking about Gog and Magog, man. The land of Magog. It's talking about Russia, okay? Right? And it's even in the 5th verse. It even mentions Persia, okay, which is pertaining onto modern day Iran, man. Right? Now, the 6th verse says that the Bible was going into. No, sorry, the 7th verse. So like, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, right? So that's Russia and all its different bands, okay? All the different vassal states, the vassal countries that is under its security. It says, and be thou a guard unto them, and that's what Russia's doing. Russia's fulfilling this scripture right now, right? Because that's what it's all about, fulfilling scriptures and fulfilling prophecy, man. Okay, Russia's fulfilling that prophecy. The Lord's making them give out these defense missiles, and arming up its bands. Right, because that's what the Lord wants. The Lord wants judgment. The Lord wants to build up this massive war that's going to happen, World War III, man. That's been prophesied in Revelation. Okay,
Revelations.
right. Yeah, man, and it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before everyone's armed up to the teeth. And what happens when everyone's armed? When everyone's putting their shields, their bucklers, and their swords? There's nothing left to do but fight, man. Right, in the ancient days. What did you do before a fight? The king would issue the blacksmith. Okay, I've got. He would go up to his chief of office and the officer, and he'd be like, how many men do we have at arms? And he'll be like, we've got 10,000, my liege. And he'll be like, okay, call down to the blacksmith, get them to make 10,000, pieces of armor, pieces of shield, and a sword. You know what I mean? Get me ready 50 chariots, and so on and so forth, right? And that's what they do depending on how much treasury they had. So right now, Russia's seeing how much it can push. It's got its allies, China, okay, right? Economically, they're a power. Economically, they've been a power for a while now, okay. Militarily, they've been a power. right? In the USSR, they got taken down. A lot of espionage, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of different reasons why they fell down.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the time.
That's it. It wasn't
of
the time, man.
USSR. It wasn't the time.
Right, but now,
yeah, come.
but that's it. Russia coming into their power now, man. The Lord wants it that way because, you've got the strong force of Babylon, right? But you have to have an opposing force, right? Just like in ancient days, if you had, you had the Medes, you had Persia, if you had the Babylonians, so on and so forth, right? There was always an opposing force. You had the Greeks, then you had the Romans, okay? So there needs to be an opposing force. People that are carnal, people that are in this world, see, that's why they all go on about, oh, you should learn Chinese. Oh, Russia's going to take over. Russia's going to do this. The Russians are proud, right? But what they don't realize is they're just fulfilling prophecy, right? When all this is going on, after Israel made that stupid move, man, that the article was going into, because soon it's going to make that move. That's why they're getting armed up. And as soon as they make that move, man, this shit's gonna move quick, like the Apostle Tahar always says, man. It's just a matter of time before Lord willing, we're beamed out of here, man.
We'll make a quick one on that, because you like Bo was saying, got guys, you should learn Cantonese because Chinese are going to be the next superpower. No. Second Names was 6 and 9. East was the end of this world, and Jake was the beginning of it that followeth, man. Ain't going to be no gooks ruling the next kingdom.
Hey, that's why the Psalms 2nd chapter says, why did the heathen rage? Why did they imagine a vain thing?
A vain thing.
That's right, that's a vain thing to think that we're going to speak that fucking Gook language, man. We're going to go back to the Lashawan Kadosh. That's the pure tongue, man.
That's right,
okay?
brother. That's right.
And
All right.
like, another thing, there's actually books written on how it's going to be when China rule. That's how the world actually believes that China is the next ruling power. That they've actually got books on it. You can look it up in Waterstones. I saw the book. I might do a video on it later on.
They got think tanks sitting there, fucking doing shifts, trying to work out how China and Russia are going to be this and that next superpowers. But they don't realize the next superpower is going to be Hao Shai, man.
That's right, man.
The next superpower is going to be Israel. We don't shout Kam Yasharallah for nothing.
That's right, man.
You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time, Mark, man. I came out there, It's just a matter of time, right? So when you see these prophecies being fulfilled before your own eyes, man, you got. That's why it's Christians say watch and pray. You got to keep up with these articles and it's just a matter of time before we're out this bitch, man. That's it, and just pray for the strength that you have that the Lord gives you the strength to endure what we're gonna go through. Because you know what, it's not just it's all well and good, praying for the wars and hoping it's gonna happen quick. But listen, if you ain't ready, then what's the point, man? The day of the Lord is a dark day, man.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? You gotta make sure that you're ready for that time, man. Okay, you don't wanna be shamefaced in front of the Lord when the Lord comes back, because He's coming back. Okay, any brothers got any?
Yeah, I got something for you. Isaiah 33 and 6.